Hi guys, welcome back to the Creation Lab Soapery channel. We'll be posting this on our Creation Lab Facebook too, so either one you'll see it at. Today we just wanted to do our 2020 update, what our goals are, what is kind of the inner workings in it. We have a lot of stuff that we're doing, changing and adding, and so just so you guys can know, as well as some of the things that we'll talk about. We're going to leave it open for your feedback on what you guys kind of would like or any suggestions, and we'll do our best to do it. So this entire year, I don't know if you watched my other video for the strawberry lemonade soap. We did take a month off. It's complete family-owned business, as I mentioned, and so family was really in Christmas times busy, so we took that month, other than for doing sales and we did events. We didn't make any new soaps because we figured it'd be best not to add too much into that, to make it so that we can enjoy the holiday and not be so stressed with that.
Yeah.
And so there is no new soap releases because of that for January, but that's okay. We have a wonderful collection that we're calling each month a collection, and each month will have a theme. And so for February's release that we will be doing in the beginning of February, probably have them posted. I got actually the soaps we've done, and Mel's gonna show you, so she's gonna, do you remember what that one is? These ones are done and designed by me. This month I did.
This one's strawberry lemonade.
And it's got a pink lemonade scent with a little sweetness.
Yeah, it smells wonderful. Takes you back to summer.
And inside it, it's got a paper straw so you can clip it off. There'll be a teeny tiny bit that sticks into it, but it's paper. It's no big deal. It will dissolve. Completely biodegradable.
And this one is my favorite. It's very berry. Reminds me of picking berries through the forest, like a little fairy tale.
And this one, I had two cool additives into there. Into the lighter color, I've added cranberry seeds, so it will have a light exfoliation. And then into the other shade, it has jojoba beads that have vitamin E oil, so it will have a little extra moisturizing and exfoliating at the same time. We wanted to test to see how that soap, and if we like it, and how well to have those little additives work for you guys.
Yeah, and this one is a quite simple one, but it's very special.
And this one's called Blueberry Dream, and you want to turn it to the side and the top.
Yeah.
So this is still going through its curing phase, and so it's probably going to turn mostly that darker one. I was hoping to have a true blueberry color, but it's a new fragrance oil that I've never used, as well as a new colorant. So, but that one, I didn't add any glitter in that. There's a little glitter that came off the very sit next to it. But before we package it, we clean them all up and that, and there will be none. I wanted to make one without glitter so that if somebody wants to get one February's Valentine's Day and give it to their guys, it's just a blueberry scent, a fresh blueberry. And I think that one would be just as good for the guys as it is for the girls.
This one makes our whole house smell. One bar of soap makes our whole house smell like lime margarita.
So then that one we did rock salt and stuff. I got to do a cleanup on that. We had the bar cutter, and then I noticed it was going to hit, so I had to redo it. But I'll get that one all cleaned up. But it has glitter, and it has the rock salts like a margarita and a little straw, and it's just one shade. It's a little different. It's the same scent as our other margarita one we did.
Oh yeah.
That one was different colors, but this one we did one shade with the salt because we thought that would look really good. And then the next one is my boyfriend's favorite. So this one's going through the curing. You see in the middle, it should all go the same color. And if not, it's beautiful the way soaps have different colors and dimensions. So there's a little cherry and a little piece of lime in the straw. This is our cherry limeade. I don't know if you guys remember, but we did a poll a while ago and asked for some suggestions for soap, and we had a lot of people suggest the cherry limeade scent. So anything cherry my boyfriend likes. So I didn't put glitter on that one, so he can use that too as well. But that one, to be honest, is our strongest smelling soap. And you can get the lime notes and the cherry notes. It smells just so delicious. So I think you'd like that. And so like I mentioned that we're going to be doing themes each month. So for March, that's Miss Melanie's birthday.
Oh yeah.
So we decided for both of our birthday months, mine's July, and I've got it written down somewhere, but I can't remember what it is, but we'll release that later. But March is Mel's birthday, so that entire month is going to be designed, and it's going to be things Melanie likes and loves, and just anything that she comes up with, and it'll be all her. I'll let Melanie tell you a little bit about some of the things. You don't have to tell everything. You can keep secrets, or you can let them all know, but you could let them know some of the things you're thinking about doing.
Well, I have an obsession with Alice in Wonderland. Everyone who knows me understands I do. Everything I own is Alice in Wonderland. I even have a tattoo of it. So I figured, why not just expand my obsession and make a soap? So I'm designing an Alice in Wonderland themed soap, and it's gonna be 3 of my favorite characters. Well, I mean, I do like the other ones a little bit more, but these are 3 of my memorable favorite characters because their personalities. Just a hint off of one of them is gonna be the Mad Hatter, and it's gonna have some hat emblems on it. It's gonna be made with tea water. So that's gonna be kind of cooked into it, so you can have the tea scent into it, which tea is pretty easy to make as a soap because it's kind of like a musky scent. So it's gonna be a little bit of a green tea.
Well, tea's good for your skin, too.
It is. It's really good for your skin. It kind of gets all that detox out, too. It's a really good detox.
And then for April, we've chosen to do a fantasy month. And we're still in the creative process, but just to throw out a couple of things that are running through our minds. Fantasy, mermaids, unicorns. In regards to some of the people we know, they're really big into Dungeons and Dragons, so maybe we'll do a dragon soap. We may even do something with, if you play the game, you kind of know what I'm going to be talking about, but a 20-sided, a dice that's a 20-sided dice with the 20, of course, up on top. And, you know, just do some things along that. I mean, there's, the fantasy world can be aliens, it could be monsters and different things like that. So we're gonna open up the world to whatever and come up with some things that and with that one, will be done in March, so you have some time. But feel free to leave your feedback and say, hey, can you do a mermaid in this, you know, these colors? We're not guaranteeing we'll be able to do it, but you know, we'll try our best. And I mean, if it's something that you kind of would love to see, we'll take your idea and see what we can do with it. So feel free to comment on that. Each month we're going to be, I got my notes, that's why I'm looking over here. I don't want to forget. There's so much going on. But anyway, me and Mel have decided that last year we worked a lot together and came up with things. And we, of course, are still working together, but we have a lot of different schedules. And I think that
busy.
Each person also brings uniqueness. Like my ideas are often completely different than hers, and some of the things like her cattle dog soap, that if you guys remember that one that she comes up, it just makes me go, oh my gosh, that is such a cool idea. And so this year we're going to be focusing on our individuality and our creativity, because both of them, we got dogs in the other room, just ignore them. But we're going to be looking at doing some things in regards to that are different. And so not for the month of March and July, but every month afterwards, we're going to be doing a soaps that are my designs and soaps that are Mel's. And we'll let you know, and we'll include it onto the page and saying this is an original Melanie Anderson design, or this is original Kim Anderson design. And if we have where you guys have sent us the design and we've used it, we will do the originality of, you know, so and so. Like say my grandson comes up with something, we'll say original Jaden Anderson soap. And so that you can kind of see that and see the different family. It is a family business, and he's getting to be, really good at drawing. You just never know. And if I know him, it would probably be a superhero or a Pokemon one.
Oh yeah, Emily's already suggested a few ideas to me. Emily is my little niece.
And so, we'll do with whatever. And then I think it would be cool to see. And you might find that certain soaps, like you're drawn to more of my kind of designs, or you're drawn to hers and stuff like that. And it's not just designs. It's going to be the color palettes, the techniques, as well as the scents. And so we're going to be highlighting the uniqueness of both of us. And then we are going to be we are as packed as possible we can be in that shop. We have a little problem with buying like different molds and things, but we are just got everywhere it goes is something and things, and it's a little bit hard to work out in there. So we're going to be expanding. We're going to be redoing my craft room and moving that out into a different area, and going to be turning that into a full-blown office and shipping area.
Oh, it's going to be great.
So it will be amazing. So we could just pull down a box and have everything where it is instead of having in bins and pulling it out. It'll just make it so much more efficient and should make shipping time a lot easier and getting it out to you. With that said, I want to let you know that we have on our shop, we have a 3 days, but I cannot count in those 3 days. Usually if you order on Friday, you'll get it shipped out on Monday. I live in a small town, and this, for people who live in small towns, you guys will understand this. For those that don't, my post office is closed both Saturday and Sunday. So if I get that order, I can't get it done quick enough to get it with the Friday delivery, it would be Monday, just because there's not much I can do when they're closed. And so they still deliver, but their post office building, they just don't pay for manpower for it, so that they're closed there. Then we are going to be working also on expanding our line. We're still in talks, and the ideas are rolling. So whether or not we put this on the Etsy shop, I don't know. We're going to be posting the things on Facebook when we do them. And it's a guarantee that you will see these things at our events that we do local.
Oh yeah.
So some of the things that we're going to be doing, I wish we would have brought one of the bottle that's in the bathroom out, huh? We're going to be doing bottles with lights inside of them.
They're going to be great.
They're decorative. We're going to be doing, I got a Cricut machine, so we'll be doing different things, because we love our soap and we love our bath products, but we also think it'd be kind of cool to have some other things that our creativity can create.
Yeah, something to add to the home other than, soap, because soap is great for when you have like the guest bathroom and a hair up. A lot of people have the soap just for the guest bathroom because it's decorative, but then to have something else in there, like a bottle that lights up with the fairy lights, and also the board things.
We're going to be working on some wood burning projects.
Oh yeah, it's great. I'm excited.
You'll see, we've got the ideas in our head, and it's kind of hard to explain, but we're going to be doing some really unique things like that. And so we're just going to open it up to any kind of thing that we decide to come up with, and we'll do that and see how it is. I think definitely at the events, they'll sell really, and then for putting it on Etsy, we're going to look at the cost for shipping, because that's a big thing, because even if it is one of the ones that fall into the free shipping, that kind of comes back on us, and so we don't want to make it so we're losing money on something. So because if it's pretty heavy, and say it's glass, there's going to be extra wrapping stuff and that. We're going to decide on that. But then again, if there are people that you guys know and you want us to do something, we can work on that. You'll see, follow us on our Facebook, because the best thing I can say, we're going to post so much stuff on there that isn't going to be necessarily on Etsy.
Yeah, we post our gift baskets on our Facebook page, and we don't post it on our Etsy page because, sometimes it can be you can make a basket for Etsy, but no one else is going to. We want them to customize it.
Well, it could be $20 to ship a basket, and when you add the cost of the basket, sometimes it's not worth that. So
even though we did have some people that were family members that we did ship to, you know, we did ship that to them because they requested that.
And we use Ship Pirate and Etsy. They're both discounted, so you know, we can do cheaper shipping for you guys than the regular post office, FedEx, UPS with that Ship Pirate. It does do discount, but sometimes,
Yeah.
you know, we're gonna be doing a lot more events.
Oh yeah,
Sorry, that's Leica, the little husky dog of my son.
I love dogs.
She wants out here. But we're gonna be doing a lot more events, and that's the thing. In Elko, and I mean, I think they're gonna be pretty much Nevada, but
Yeah.
like Elko, Winnemucca, lots in Battle Mountain. That's where she lives.
Yeah,
Um,
I have connections.
and different things around, because we love doing the soap and we love doing the shipping and stuff like that. But we love seeing you guys and
Yeah,
and getting that feedback person to person. So if you want to get like baskets or see something or buy something in person, that's a good place to do. And we'll let you know when we're doing each show and stuff like that. I'm going to be staying away from things like art in the park for this year. Just nothing bad on it, but for our shop, we're not that big
Yeah.
yet. And so that's a $400 fee to just be there.
Yeah, you got to think about how much you make out of the fairs and compare. That's the reason why we have a lot of people that say, hey, why you not do art in the park? That's the main reason, because when you pay for something, you got to make sure that you make twice as much profit back, because then that way we just work for free.
And I work another job and I
Yeah.
work weekends, and so I have to calculate if I took that time off of work that I would make it at an event. And you know, like you know how it all is, you got bills to pay and family to take care of, and so I have to make sure that whatever we do was within our price range. Eventually we'll get so big I won't have to work that other job.
Heck
We've
yeah.
actually expanded so much, and you guys are the reason why we are
Yeah.
doing as good as we did. Your guys' suggestions, your guys' purchases, and just all the support you give us has made it so that we've expanded to the point where I've outgrown my shop.
Yeah, now we have to have another room.
That's okay. I get to paint and redecorate my craft room.
It's gonna be gorgeous. I think it's gonna be a great working space to have, like, just do the shipping in there and then the soap in a different area. I think that's gonna help out too.
Yeah.
It's really gonna take away that clutter that we have to deal with.
For me, my biggest thing is I gotta make sure I make it work without having to get rid of any books. I'm not gonna do that.
She's obsessed. You should make a
I only
book
have
soap.
4 or 5 bookshelves full of books.
Surprised you haven't made a soap just dedicated for like a book that you love.
I know. And then when I
do that.
read a book, I have like such a hard time. I'm like, I love this book so much. And I'm like, somebody else can get it. But, you know, that's why I try and
I try.
I
just
try and
can't.
get myself with the audio books because they don't take so much room. But my Audible collection has over 200 books in there too. So
Yeah.
I got a little problem.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure you guys know too. I mean, most of you know, but just to put it out there, we do special orders. So special orders would be like a wedding, a
yeah.
bridal shower. It could be just that you want to give, like, you want to have, like, it could be a little melt and pour soap, but
Yeah.
you want, like, something that looks like a rose, something that looks like that.
We did a cattle one. That was adorable.
Yeah, but it can even be melt and pour. Like, we got Buddhas. So, like, you know the person in your life that likes yoga and stuff like that. We can do that in a gold. You know,
Yeah.
it's open to all kinds of things. Pretty much, if you can think it up, we could probably do it.
Yeah.
And you can do, like, an order for one soap, which would have to be a melt and pour soap. Or you can do a bunch of them, give them away as gifts, you know.
Yeah, we did. Just going off of the topic, for the baby shower, we had this cute cattle one for like the country people. I'm not really a country person, but it was this cute little cattle, and it had this little milk jug, and we did it for a baby boy shower.
And it was scented in lavender, which is relaxing scent, and it was like less than 2 ounces. It was so easy, and
It was-
because the bigger the soap, the more it costs, the lower, but we did like 60 of them.
Yeah, we even did a Lego one because somebody wanted a Lego one for, I think it was a kid's birthday party. I can't remember. We found a couple one, but it was for a kid's party, and she wanted something instead of the cold process, she just wanted a melt and pour. So we did a melt and pour. We had a little Lego man and the Lego colors in the back. It was, I like that one for the babies' showers and stuff. That dog is very distracting. Sorry, guys.
He's in there with it too, so I don't know. But we can pretty much do with whatever and work with it. I mean, we've had some good chances. I think our biggest special order that we've done was for 400 soaps. It was our pumpkin pie soaps. We didn't want pumpkin pie at Thanksgiving.
I was so, like, I had a pumpkin pie because sometimes we get to, when we have a soap that just, we don't like the shape of it. Sometimes that happens. So I have one at my house. And after we were making pumpkin pie, I could not look at it. I was like, I'm so happy that we can make that stuff. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes when you make so much stuff and you want to expand and do other things, when you look at the soap that you spent a week on, making so much, you just...
I'm wondering if we should just let her out.
Probably. You know what? She wants to smell the soap. I think that's what it is.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, she's like, I smell the goodness out here.
So those pumpkin pie soaps was just to do a call out for them. It was for subscription box, and it was for Soiree. They do holiday themed, and that they did pumpkin for Thanksgiving, I believe it was. And so we also had another one that's in the works for, they're looking to do a sea soap for another subscription box. So we can do those too. And we do amazing gift baskets, and you just tell us what you know that you're looking for. We've had people that say we want blue, we want pink, and then we've had people that say, can you include like self-care mask, and or can you do relaxation? You know, you can even do a guy thing, and we can even throw in things like that are not. We put like in the relaxation, we put candles and different pedicure sets and massagers that we don't create, but you know, it goes along with it.
Yeah.
But the guy went, we can put jerky and we can put a pocket knife, whatever you guys think of or want, we can put it together. You just give us what your specs are and we'll do it.
Yeah, we even made one for a family member of mine that I'm marrying into, Talila. Her nickname, I guess, is Blue. So we did basically most of everything was blue with a pop of color. We had candles and stuff like that. I think we had a tea in there. I'm not sure. Maybe we were thinking about it, or we have tea in there. She likes tea.
It was at Christmas time and all blended together, but I knew it was the Tiffany blue.
It was the blue because her nickname's Blue. It's a cute nickname. I like it.
So yeah, and it's really pretty. So if you don't know this already, on our Etsy shop, any orders over $35 is free shipping. So you don't have to do that. You can. So, do you want to go let her out? Doggies. So if you guys do where you choose to do the $25 or you've got it to $30, order that one extra one to save on the shipping and that.
Well, plus, why pay for shipping when you can get soap?
Yeah, get a product. Get something that is your money.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to pay for shipping, so I'll just get more soap.
And so that's right now on our Etsy. We may be in the works, which will change a little bit on that free shipping thing. We may be doing our own website, or we're looking at doing that. But it's a lot of work into doing that and moving all products and images, etc. So, you know, that would probably be mid-year. So don't worry about it. It's still all Etsy, and there's the free shipping. In regards to YouTube and that, and I know I said this a lot of videos, but it's just between family and I've had one of my kids of their car, they went in a car accident, they're okay, but their car's totaled, and all the things back and forth in regards to that, and we're trying to get a new vehicle. I've been driving, and you know, and then events with this one, and we're planning a wedding and things, which I'll tell you about a little bit later, that, you know, we just haven't had a lot of time to sit down for those classes, but it's my goal for this year. This is a goal. We're gonna do it, and I better, because I've got to have some kind of follow through and accountability. So we'll do that. We're gonna get that, and we're gonna also be expanding into some better lighting And actually, her fiance is going to help us with editing.
He said he would. He got to
So
do it.
he's got to have
He
some
has to.
accountability too.
Yeah, he says he's going to, so I just have to.
Follow through. Don't get in trouble with the mother-in-law. And so, I mean, he's done computer school, so he's done some classes and stuff.
Yeah.
So if anybody knows that stuff, he does. So he
Yeah.
could probably simplify it in old person terms. I mean, like, to put it like how old I am, we didn't have cell phones when I was growing up. We had home phones. And I actually remember the rotary dial phones.
I could just imagine you guys sending a bird with a little note to each other. Like, here you go. Here's your
There
note.
is a lost art of writing notes. I still think you should do that. You know, fold them all up like that, put them in people's lockers when in school. Yeah, that's how you do it. You don't send text messages. How are you supposed to have a memory box if everything's text messages?
Well, I do have some letters for Adam. Well, I mean, I wrote him letter. He never wrote me a letter. I'm gonna tell him about that now. He's never wrote me a letter, and I wrote him like 20 letters. That's it.
But the things in our videos we want to do, sounds. We want to be able to fast through some of the blending stuff. We want to make it so you don't have to hear those things.
Scratch, scratch.
That I want to be able to splice together things. So like if we have, like I had one the other day that the soap was just taking so long to set, and so I made a part 1 and part 2, but if I have where I can do 2 or 3 videos, and then I conclude the cutting and that with it. Her caffeine at Starbucks is running out.
Yeah.
And so that should all improve on that too. It'll probably be the latter end of the year, but you'll see an improvement on that. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about is this one.
Ha.
So Melanie has so many things going on, and this is a family business, so we want to share some of the things. As we mentioned, she's getting married. And I'll let her talk to you about some of these things. I'll just bring up the points. She's back into school. Her lupus had her take a break. She had to go through chemotherapy.
Oh, yeah.
We've mentioned that in past videos. But her, I mean, she's never going to be like really good and really healthy. But it's at a manageable point right now, as long as we keep on track and keep her taking her medicine and stuff, that she's able to finally go back and do the classes and stuff. It was just too much being sick and that.
Yeah.
And then I will also let Melanie talk about some of the soaps she is going to do, as well as what she's currently doing besides working with the Creation Lab. She has another job, so she's busy. Wedding, school, another job, and then Creation Lab. So go ahead, Melanie.
Well, just got engaged October 5th. So right now I'm just planning a wedding. Just barely got my dress figured out. It's gorgeous. I love it. I don't want to say too much detail because I don't know if my fiance is gonna watch this, and he can't know what
He
the
better
time.
watch this.
Yeah,
Support
so-
us.
He already knows that I found the one dress that I can't stop thinking about. So, and then for my wedding, we're going to probably be making our own product and making either a bag of gems, like little gems. And I'm going to write a little cute caption that says, "You're a gem." Something like that. Right now, I'm working with the schools right now. I actually done this since I was in high school, so I just went back into it. And instead of just being a leader for like, so when you're into the school, since I have a learning disability, I actually got quite a few, but my main one right now is I have dyslexia. So I was put into this school program that helps other students like us, help improve the school, help us build teams.
Is it called transition team?
Yeah, we call it the leadership transition team. So I was just a leader onto it. So I can help talk about what I was experiencing and all my frustration in school and what I want the teachers to change. So that's basically why this is, because things back then were not that good. People weren't being treated right. So now we're trying to change it each year to make it so schools can understand students with disabilities and give them the best opportunity and the best chance they have to succeed after high school, because it's challenging when you get a job and you can't read and spell and the employer says you're required to, but you know, by law it's discrimination, so they have to work with their accommodations. So I went back into it, so now I guess you can consider me a mentor. I help the other leaders that are in the high school. I help them improve and talk about what I experienced. It's a whole new system now, so I help them and just kind of mentor them and push them through this rough time in their high school. Tell them about my experiences in going to colleges, giving them the accommodations that they need, helping them change everything, after that.
So basically what she does is she kind of teaches people on, and they figure out what works for everybody because everybody's different, and then teaches teachers, parents, and students what those things are and how to do it. So instead of being, I can't do this, you learn to, I can do it, but I have to do it this way, or I need to use this, and so that there's no roadblocks.
Oh yeah, the main thing is, like, sometimes I have a big weakness on it. I say I can't do math. I can do math. I can do math if I have my calculator in front of me, and my calculator is my accommodation. If I have a calculator in front of me, I could be a math genius, but without it, I'm not that good. So sometimes I'll say I can't, when it's reality, that's not the truth of it. And then right now, like when we go and we work in the schools, we tell the parents that they need to be more involved, because sometimes the parents, they don't know how to handle a certain student their certain child that has a learning disability, because they grew up with a normal education, so they don't understand, and they put it all on the teachers, when in reality, you need everybody to be on board. If I didn't have my parents help me with my disability, then my whole life would have been different and more complicated. So we're trying to push the parents and push the teachers all together. So that's what this transition team has been doing since I was in high school.
Plus, it's teaching teachers how to recognize and what to do differently.
Yeah.
One thing that kind of falls in the system is that teachers sometimes don't recognize that a learning disability because they don't know enough, they don't have enough training. That instead it's the students not doing good, they're not just studying enough.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give any specifics or details, but Melanie had just come across through word of mouth from a person when they found out what she does. A kid that's in high school that is to the point where that he or she might not graduate. I'm just doing that so privacy things.
Oh, yeah.
They might not graduate because they fell in the cracks, but because Melanie now knows about it, they're working with it, and so this child will be able to graduate because of this program.
Yeah, and what I'm doing with that's 100%. I'm volunteering. I'm not getting paid to help out this specific person because they're not part of my case or anything. So, like, that's how passionate I am about it, because a lot of people around the world, they're not educated on what disabilities are, and that I can see it all the time while I'm in a grocery store. I see someone struggling with math, and then or struggling handing the money to the cashier, and the cashier is getting upset, like, seriously? But, if you kind of teach people kindness around and patience, then everyone will understand that sometimes when you look at somebody, you don't know what they're dealing with.
And so, like, one of the things that she's going to be doing some soaps that focus on some of those things. One of a learning disability that is kind of more commonly known other than dyslexia is autism.
Oh, yeah.
And so we've got an autism soap she's going to be doing. But she, as you guys know too, she also has lupus too. We're going to be doing some of those soaps, but when we do a soap in regards to that, 100% of that soap, so whatever the cost to make, that's on us, and then 100% of those sales are going to go in regards to that particular, like lupus would be going to the Lupus
Foundations of America.
She knows all the things, and same thing with autism and that, and so be on a lookout for those. And even if you're not thinking about, or you're like, just do it to support it.
Yeah.
And even if you're not buying a soap from us, just think about how many people it's affected. And some of you guys probably even had the same experiences, especially for us older people in school, with people not recognizing and you having a hard time. And just look for those different things, and open your hearts and donate to that. And it's something close to Mel's heart. And so I just wanted to include it into this video, because that's one thing she's going to be working on. So you may get more of me doing some videos and things like that. As you can tell, she's quite busy. I mean, college is not enough for this one. No, she's going to do a wedding and work in the school and be a mentor and everything on top of it, as well as having lupus. So.
Oh, yeah.
But we want to thank you all for everything you're doing and all the support and stuff. Christmas, I know we had to turn down a few of you guys that wanted some stuff. We weren't able to do our 12 days of Christmas this year.
It was really not we just didn't have
It
the
was
time.
busy with gift baskets and things.
That was our main thing.
But we absolutely appreciate everything, and just let us know if you have anything rolling around, any ideas. I think maybe each month when we're doing those videos, like I don't think I mentioned in that, but we're doing here. But we'll mention on our Facebook and that what the following month we'll be doing. If it's not like July and March are pretty much set in stone because they're highlighting ours. You know, my book thing she's talking about might be, you know, for my month. But anyway, like we're going to be doing those and stuff like that. And you guys' feedback, I mean, that we look at it towards it's a family business, but it's also a lot of you guys and your feedback. And we like to incorporate that and just have this wide variety of ideas. So feel free to share and we'll do our best to include it. Thank you for patience with the dog.
I didn't have patience.
Huskies. My dog just lays around. She's so lazy.
She is.
And Mel's dog's whiny, so you know
He's
we've got
a
all
baby.
of them.
I
When
love
she
him.
visits, he's whiny, but he's a baby.
He likes to cuddle with me.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a big dog, but he likes to cuddle. And if he doesn't get his way, he starts to cry about it.
And then she gives in.
Because he's so sad. I feel so bad. He just wants love.
With all that, I'll be saying thank you guys, and feel free to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're watching this on our Facebook, well, it will be a link with that, but it's called Creation Lab Soapry instead of our Creation Lab. It's Creation Lab Soapry channel. And we're on Instagram and Facebook as our Creation Lab, as well as our shop on Etsy is our Creation Lab. Now that we've like loaded you up with all the details, we'll say thank you for watching and we'll see you later.